Okay, so I know it's been a while since I made a video, and trust me, all week I've tried multiple times to make a video, and I've started making one, and I'm probably going to end up deleting it because it came to a halt. And what that video was is basically live here in Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio to be exact. And there's a thing, at least in my family, there's this thing that everybody says a winter project, right? Well, if you haven't seen the previous videos, I always call this place a hack shack because it's basically hacked together. So my video that I was trying to make all week was me prepping this for winter because, I mean, there's just daylight everywhere. Like, I'll take the camera here in a minute and give you a walk around to show you how much daylight there is. So what I was going to do was basically my first thing, what I did was I came in here with a garden hose and sprayed all these walls because it was just infested with spiders and cobwebs, which they still are around. But I came to realize after I did all that and I bought caulking and started trying to fill in all these cracks and everywhere, and I would have to buy a semi-load of caulking to get rid of all these cracks. So what I was going to do was I was going to get bored and start kind of boarding it up and putting insulation in here. Then I came to realize I do not own a pickup truck. I drive a Mazda Miata and I own a Harley. Can't really haul with either one of those. So that video came to an end. So, as you've seen in previous videos, I've probably mentioned that I'm kind of over the motorcycle scene for right now. Not saying I'm going to stop completely. And I don't want to stop YouTube, and I'm kind of don't know really what else to talk about. I tried the whole talking head videos, which actually I think did the best on the channel so far, which is weird because it's really just me ranting about nothing that nobody cares about. But I don't know, usually that seem like the best videos, which is odd, and it's very weird. I gotta be like doing something, even though I feel like this is probably a talking head. But there's a reason why I'm making this video, is because I'm super excited that I made a purchase today, and I have something behind me, but it's not the whole thing. Obviously, when I show you, you'll realize, and if you don't, I'll explain. Ta-da! Welding gas, welding hood. So obviously, I have on order a welding machine coming. I don't know when. I have no idea. It's not, I'm taking a gamble on this thing because obviously I'm not made of money. I'm not sponsored or by anybody. I'm not making money on YouTube, nothing like that. So it's a Everlast machine. It just seemed like the best bang for the money. So I'm going to take my crack at learning how to weld. So I figured that would be kind of interesting. You get to see the process of me. Hey, can a desk jockey learn how to weld? And I have another question. Since I'm going to learn how to weld, I guess, and become a welder, but also have my 9-to-5 desk job, but weld in my hack shack, does that make me eligible to wear Carhartt now? I don't know. Let me know. because I see all the time that people that have a desk job are not allowed to wear Carhartt. So now that I'm going to have a welder, or become a welder and have a weld machine, am I eligible to wear Carhartt now? Anyway, so I was talking to my best friend, my mom, my only friend, my mom, and talking to, shooting the shit, and she made a comment, which was strikingly odd to hear, but she was wanting a truck because there's some times that she was wanting to move stuff. And I was just like, dude, I've had that struggle all week because the floor in here is totally trash. Like, here, let me just give you a walk around. Okay, now, as you can see, this floor and broken up concrete, that is dirt, and as you see, hold on, let me get a better angle. As you can see, there's my big garage doors, right? So, I have to back my bike in every time I store it in here, because if I don't, it's probably going to be hard to see. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the floor ramps up. So, trying to back in or back out up a hill is very difficult. And you can just see daylight, everywhere. Right? So, without not having a truck, makes it kind of difficult, because I've never laid concrete before, but I kept seeing these videos on dry pouring, and I know it's not recommended, but I'm like, it's better than what I got, but don't have a truck, so I can't pick it up. So, my goal is, get my weld machine, get it here, learn how to weld, see if I can make side money with that welder, so I can pick up a pickup truck. And what I was thinking also, give me some feedback on this, what I was thinking is getting a truck that's like 1987 and older. And obviously, like I said, I'm not made of money. I've lived freaking paycheck to paycheck. Let's just be transparent here. So I don't have money just to buy off the lot a truck. So I thought it would be kind of cool. This is just an idea. Is get my weld machine, learn how to weld, and then build a truck. Maybe pick up a cab, find a frame, and then me personally, I think it'd be more beneficial to build the flatbed on it. Because just having a regular bed, I just feel like I could do a lot more with having a flatbed versus a regular bed. That's what I think. I don't know. I would love to hear feedback. Usually the only feedback I normally get is shitty comments or picking out my flaws, which there's nothing you could say to me that I don't say 6 inches in front of the mirror. So I'm not affected by your people's shitty comments. If you want to leave them, go ahead and leave them. Doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me. I'm not going to quit YouTube. I enjoy YouTube. The whole reason why I'm like, let me get a weld machine. Let me learn how to weld and then make videos. So I'm doing something and learning something at the same time. And maybe you can learn from my mistakes? Or is it possible? Am I setting myself up for failure? I don't know. We're just out here learning the hard way every time. But I'm excited, and I just figured I would just make this video for one. I'm not sure exactly how YouTube works. People say to post weekly, at least once a week. I do notice that my shorts kind of spike, but my shorts do way better than my long form videos, which really I wouldn't say, I don't know. The shorts that do the best is ones that I'm like, well, I didn't make a long form video, so I'll just throw this shit out there. Usually does the best. I don't know why. I don't know how YouTube works. It's weird. It's like a video game to me. I don't know. I just haven't found the cheat code. If you know the cheat code, go ahead and let me know. But my other option is, which I really don't want to do, in a way, but if my other option is, if I do get this weld machine and I can't make money off of it, make money with it, is my other option is to sell the Harley and take the money and purchase a truck. Whatever truck it's going to be a project truck. Like, regardless on what I do. And the other option is just trade this for a truck. Which, and since, you know, the sizing of the Hack Shack, it would be honestly more beneficial if this thing wasn't in here, because it would free up a motorcycle space, which to most people that's not a lot of room, but for in here it makes a big difference. And so there's a few things that I'm going to have to obviously buy, and I know someone's probably going to say something in the comments that's not a safe way of putting a gas bottle, which I know this, but I have nowhere else to do with it right now, which I do plan on fixing that, which is another issue that I have, is I'm going to have to, I don't know, rent a U-Haul to go pick up a weld cart, I guess. I don't know what else really to do. I haven't really looked online to see if I can have one shipped. Maybe Amazon has weld carts. I don't know. We'll look into that, because I obviously have to do something with that. Because, I mean, it is strapped down. It's not just hanging there. But, so, take you off the stand here. Alright, so with the limited space that I do have in here, I actually plan on using this as a welding table / obviously motorcycle lift. So as you can see, got a little room here. I could obviously move this over here or vice versa over there. I mean, I do have some room in here. It is, trust me, it's way better than working outside. At least I have a roof and some walls here. And I built this whole freaking motorcycle in here. Which I do have that heater up there, which I might install up here or something. And I was going to tear these down, but I have no way of hauling it off. And if you can see, yes, that is a glass door they use as a shelf. No, I did not build this Hack Shack. It was here when I bought the place. So, the shelving is pretty much useless. Up there is really thin board, so you can't put no weight up there. So, maybe later on down the road, I will eventually get rid of those. And I'll have more, maybe actually build shelves that can hold weight. So I do have a lot of things I can do. It would just be a lot easier if I had a truck. And like I said, talking to my mom, she was wanting a truck. So my whole goal is to be able to get a truck to help me and my best friend, my mama, out. So, one way or another, I'm going to make it happen for my mom. Either making money with the weld machine, or have to get rid of the old Harley Davidson, which I am kind of attached to, because I wish I had a YouTube channel last winter, because for one, I did a whole lot of work in here, and then I built this whole motor and installed the turbo in here. So I do have an attachment to it, but I have, obviously, my mom means way more to me than a Harley. So that is the goal. I'm excited. I wanted to make a video, for one, to let the, 5 people that usually view my videos, which all of the views I get on anything that I post on YouTube, I'm very grateful for, so don't take that as the wrong way. I just don't know how YouTube works at all. I'm a one-man show. I live by myself. I obviously work by myself. Everything I do is just me. Like editing, videoing, coming up with video ideas, coming up with the welding idea. Everything is just me. I don't have an editor or someone to give me ideas. It's strictly on me, which I like that. Don't think that I'm saying that as a negative thing, because I have full control over everything. I'm weird like that. I just don't know how the bigger channels do it. I don't know if they have people helping them or whatever. So with that, I'm kind of actually, I don't know, I would say scared, more nervous to go viral. Because then, like, I don't know how the whole viral thing, I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how YouTube works. I just like it. It's as corny as it sounds, I enjoy, even though it's just a camera. At least somebody, gets a, either hates it, leaves shitty comments, or there's been a few people that left some good comments, so that's awesome. Either one, it doesn't matter. You're watching it. And my mom, she watches them. And that's why I'm doing it mostly, is for my mom. Because for one, she knows I'm live and kicking, and she knows that I have something to look forward to, and that's making YouTube content. And how I knew that I was serious about YouTube was everywhere I've worked at, it's always a topic of what would you do if you won the lottery? And what I said was I would put my 2 weeks in at work. And he was like, why the hell would you do that? And I said, to be honest with you, buddy, I don't really make very good financial choices. Okay? So if I did win the lottery, I like my job, actually, my desk job. I don't know. keeps a roof over my head, food in my stomach, clothes on my back. You know, it's an office job. It's a cushy job. Been there 2 years now. So anyway, I said that I would put my 2 weeks in, tell my boss, which my boss is awesome. He's a very cool guy. I would tell him, be like, hey man, won the lottery. Here's my 2 weeks. And then them 2 weeks, what I would do is I would either look for a SUV or van or something and go out west, because I've never been anywhere further than Hugoton, Kansas. This is the furthest I've ever been. And obviously I would totally redo this. I would actually hire someone to mow this garage down, build as biggest garage that I can on this property, and redo the driveway, level my backyard out, and really that's about it. And then I would come back when it's done, after I did my little, hoorah on the old western side of the U.S., and I would start building cool projects in my new shop for more interesting YouTube videos. Because, to be quite honest with you, it is very difficult, for me anyway, to make something interesting that I feel like is interesting and producing for my YouTube channel for people to watch. I don't feel like they like this, where I'm just talking to a camera and rambling on. So that would be what I would do. So, which was crazy, even if I won the lottery and had all this money, I would still do YouTube, even if I became rich overnight. Which, that let me know I'm actually passionate about making YouTube videos. I think it's cool. It keeps my mind occupied, keeps me busy, because obviously I can't afford to, go on freaking vacations or do any cruises or any cool thing like that. Basically go to and from work and focus on YouTube. But even if I was rich overnight, I would still make YouTube videos. It would probably be a lot more interesting. But that's neither here or there. So that is the goal. I just wanted to let you guys know. Weld machine's coming. Don't know when. You'll definitely be notified when it does come in. But the main reason why I'm making this video is to let you guys know that the main goal is to get a truck or build a truck. That way, when my mom needs something hauled, I can haul it. When I need something hauled, obviously I can haul it, because, like I said, all I have is a Harley and a Mazda Miata, and can't really do a whole lot with those. So, that is just an update. I'm super excited. I hope you're super excited. I know my mom is super excited, which she is, like I said, top priority, because that is my best friend and that's my only friend. And yeah, with that being said, peace and love, and I'll see you in the next one.